Good.
Have you ever been ghosted? Boom, boom, boom. Boy, please tell me why. Okay. Have you ever been ghosted?
Hey.
All right.
Okay, that was a good sound check. I mean, I like that. That was sufficient. That was adequate.
Yeah.
Got it on me, I got options, real stepper. Check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good, where my hopping done at. Put it on a player with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then,
My name is Earl Alex, and we are again here with 3 artists this time that, for one, I'm going to let them introduce themselves so you can know where to find them. You can get all their social medias. You can see where their music is. But we were listening to the music earlier, and they're ready to go. They actually came into town just to give us this exclusive here. Not just for us. There's so much going on. But they're here rocking with us today that I feel like it's just for us.
Yes.
So I love it. The energy is great. The energy is great. It's been wonderful this whole time. The music has been great. And I'm going to shift it over to the other side of the table so they can introduce themselves to y'all.
We'll start from that end.
All right,
a new part of the SongLab Live family.
Hello. We got Nila Milan in the building. That's Nila Milan Music on Instagram, Red Dirt Media, and I'm a member of CougaENT.
This is your girl, Miss Storm. I'm the CEO of Ear Candy Production, and I'm also a member of CougaENT.
Ooh, and hi, it's your girl Maddy. I'm the CEO of CougaENT, and I am also part of the group.
Hey. We in the building.
I'm representing the A.
Nice. So here at SongLab Live, we always push collaboration and education.
Yes.
And you guys have a group, and we heard a group effort, like a song that you guys all did together, but I also heard individual songs from each of you, which was awesome. It highlights all of your individual talents and what you guys do uniquely. So how has that been, kind of forming this group, but then also being your own individual, artists, your own people?
I'll piggyback on it first.
Yes.
First of all, thank you for observing that. That was a hell of an observation.
Awesome.
That you picked that up like that.
Awesome.
I've been a solo artist for over 20 years, but working as a collective with these 2 queens has been beautiful because it takes a lot of the strain off of me. Yeah. When you have someone else on the stage with you, for one, that makes everything gel better. When the energy is right and you're not up there by yourself, you're having fun, you're enjoying the company that you have, and it makes the work, because this is work. It makes it even more, enjoyable when you're working with people that you love, and you got some people that bring different stuff to the table. So if I mess up, she got me. If she messed up, I got her. So it makes everything, it makes it great.
100%.
Well,
What you got, Maddy?
What I got? Well, my vision for Couga Entertainment when I formed the label was female empowerment, and I'm all about family because I come from a very large family. I mean, idealistically, ideal. I had to go through a few members to get this jail right. But once you go through some people and you take your selfishness out of it, and you look at the talents that each individual person has, it's real easy to work together. Because sometimes when you're coming into a situation, and like, for instance, you're a solo artist, you're used to doing things your way. So when I took that out my mindset and I had to learn this, hey, Nala's way may be a little bit better. Storm may have a little bit to add to the table. So, we like soul food.
Yeah.
You put everything in the kitchen together, and we see what we can cook up, and we see what we come up, and that gumbo be good, right? So So far, it's been good. So we're happy to be here working together and building all of our dreams together.
Seems like you took your time to find the right ingredients.
Now, it's definitely a trial and error. I'm a songwriter and producer too. I was formerly with Sony Music and also with Interscope Records, and we met through a producer friend of mine. So basically, what happens is when you get people who have gifts and you bring them together, then you come up with an awesome mix. So I came into it by hearing. I heard what they were already working on, and then when they felt my vibe, we got together and they're like, this bitch is awesome too. We want to bring her into what we're doing. So with me being a songwriter and producer, I do videos too. I'm a videographer and I do editing as well. So you just, everybody brings what they have to the table. Storm is an awesome songwriter. She has a discography. Like we came together to try to make something awesome happen for women, because what we were saying earlier, we had another interview earlier, is that women don't work together. So we're trying to work together to show that women can work together and use our gifts to make something awesome happen in this industry, because this is something that's not happening. So we're starting a trend here.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, we're starting a trend, and definitely, I met Storm. If it wasn't for Storm, I probably wouldn't be singing today, because I started off rapping. So Storm was willing. She was, and she got them bars. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So she helped me to vocally trust myself and build my confidence up to become a singer, songwriter, rapper.
Yeah.
Girl.
So I'm a new songwriter, actually. I've been writing my own music, but venturing out writing and taking my time to listen to other artists' ideas was new to me. I was a songwriter just for myself because I had a lot of shit to say. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm on a new show called Writers Rumble. Shout out to Chanel Red. She's I gotta let them know it's on Tubi coming out. It's season 1. I'm on part 2, the Atlanta team. Shout out to Denise McQueen. So I just had to. When I hooked up with Storm, first of all, she's tough. She's mean. She is tough. She's tough, and she pushed me like no other. I was like, girl, I can't say that.
I feel like I took it easy on her, but go ahead.
Yeah, but she pushed me, and by her pushing me, we formed a sisterhood through that. Because anybody that believes in you when you don't believe in yourself is somebody I am amazed to be able to work with. Yeah. And then she just trusted me, because I just told her she was a bad bitch. I was like, you fly.
She didn't even know all the stuff that this baby did.
I was like, I didn't even know what. I just saw the boots and the outfit, and then I heard her hit one note. You ain't Couga. Come on. So, and then what she has shown me what she can do as a female producer. First of all, how many women do we know that creates music?
Can build a studio.
That builds a studio. You better pop it.
You're not putting no table together for me, because I'm not waiting on nobody to do anything.
Yes.
The thing about it with me is how I learned to produce music was, you're not going to tell me I have to lay down with you to do music. I'm going to go find out what equipment was, I needed. And I had friends that believed in me, and they told me what I needed to get, and I'm going to sit and I'm going to learn how to do it. And that's what I did. So the thing about it is being a creative. When you're a creative person, it is within your heart and soul. You cannot live or breathe without doing what you do. And that's what people can't understand about being creative. It doesn't matter till I could be decrepit and old. It does not matter. I'm going to be a creative, because that's what God created me to do. And I'm a God person, so hey.
And
and if you're not, that's you. I don't care. But when we get together and we do what we do, it's because everything lined up. Every gift is gonna line us up together to bring to the table what we have, and that is how it's powerful. This is powerful because this woman here, she bled for this. She put everything that she had into her art and her gift, and she made a way for herself. And then you know what? At the end of the day, everything is going to line up. It's like a road. We're all going to come together, and we're going to end up here together like we have, and we're going to make this thing happen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so happy to be sitting in between these two women, because as you can see, and everyone watching can see, it's no competition here. We all up each other. We all love each other genuinely, and we all want each other to succeed. And that's, if we all had that mentality as a people, as a culture, it wouldn't be so much police brutality, black on black crime, people dying before they're 21, even getting a chance to live life. We have to change our mindset on how we look at each other. We love each other. We have to love. We all we got. You know what I'm saying? We are all we got. Who gonna come lift us up if we don't lift ourselves up? You know
Exactly.
what I mean? And so this is just an honor to be working with them because they've had trial and error. I've had trial and error, but this is a good jam.
The blessing, the true blessing in it is it's technology.
Correct.
We've been in the business a long time, and technology is on our side.
Oh yeah.
So now you got IG, you got all these different things that you can use to make music. And if you're not lazy, if you love what you do, it can happen for you. And that's what I believe now, that reincarnated my desire to do music, because I did walk away from it for a minute. But what I realized is now it's on you. Yeah. Now it's, can you market yourself? Can you put your gift out front? Because people, like the consumer, is going to love what you do. If you don't have to like what I do, and I love you. I know you do. But if you like it,
right,
or don't like it, the person next to you is gonna like it. So you just have to believe enough in yourself and your craft, and you got to put forth that energy. Because what people don't understand, especially even with businesses, why a person who's less talented than you can put music out,
the work,
is because they're gonna put the work in and they're gonna believe in themselves.
And I've always been one to say that meaning builds up over time. If you add enough intent into something, that will provide the meaning. If you do it enough, if you repetitiously do it, then that will build more power in that. And that's why, you have to be consistent. You have to stick with things. You have to commit. You have to do it daily. Even when you can't see it, you have to believe it. You have to be in it. It has to be you. You have to become it. And the actualization of a thing. Yeah, you have to see.
In order to harvest. You know what
it really has to be within your mind and within you before you will see it outside of you. So I'm 100% with that. You women have literally are breaking the stereotypical thought of, okay, women just have problems. They're just trying to compete. You're saying it's not a race, it's a journey. Let's lock hands. Let's do this thing together. And that's wonderful to see from this side.
I'm sorry. That was like the whole slogan. You just told me. Come on, I want to be down.
I think I'm going to steal that slogan.
Yes,
I think I'm going to steal
that was beautiful.
Steal it, take it.
I want to piggyback off that. When I created Couga Entertainment, I knew that I was going to be older in the game. I was raised, get married, have the children, be regular. Basic, but I was in a box.
Regular.
And I could not be regular. Like, there's nothing regular about me. Like, my mind was just too big. So I knew that, and I guess she told me today I'm a giver.
Oh, yeah.
So I like to share my vision with people that have like minds. Yeah. And I got knocked on my head a few times with that because I am a giver. So I give some people that didn't want the chance for themselves a chance. So once I finally got this thing right, it seems like click, 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 click. All the puzzle pieces start coming together. Next thing I know, I got a call saying, come to the 2023 Superbowl.
Yeah, we in this thing. We're performing at the Super Bowl.
And the crazy thing about that, when I stepped on that plane on Monday and came out here to Arizona, it had been just 1 year that I had celebrated and performed for the first time as a group, Couga.
Oh, wow.
And the next thing I know, I'm in Arizona going to a plane. And then while I'm in Arizona, only 5 days after we released our first single, Ghosted, we're 185 on the iTunes charts. So
that's amazing.
I mean, it's just like God blesses those who take the journey and remain humble, I feel like, and you stay consistent, like you said. So I just never gave up.
The thing about giving, and she's a giver, the thing about giving is that your hand is always open. Yeah. It's open to give and it's open to receive.
This morning.
So people who aren't giving, they're always wondering, they holding on to everything so tight because they ain't getting nothing else because their hand is closed. You know what I mean? So it's it hurts sometimes watching my friend give, and people feeling entitled or feeling not, she's feeling unappreciated and stuff. But stuff like this happens. Who in history started their artist career 12 months and then perform at something as major as the Super Bowl? Wow. It don't happen. Okay, so she's making history, and I'm proud of her. We're making history all together, and we just hope that we inspire and encourage other women to do what we do and unite, and be free and live your dream, and no matter how old you are.
And while you were speaking, I did hear something that I would say sometimes to my son, but I say some people aren't ready till it's ready. So like you have to wait until you've completed the whole thing. Because if you show them within the process,
They don't understand.
they don't have the vision.
They don't have the
They
vision.
You know
can't
what's so
see. They
funny,
can't
too?
get it.
If
That's
you're a
deep.
spiritual person, you understand that too. Because the
Yeah.
thing about it with me is, when I thought it was my time, it wasn't my time because I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I've
saying?
been there.
Sometimes
But
you're
I'm
not
ready
ready.
now.
Right. Yo, that
Until
was,
it's
that
ready.
was
Ready
the word.
now.
Until it's ready.
Yes.
So it takes time for us to be able to even recognize the signs of when we are ready or when something is ready, and we get eager and excited to share, and we want to give so much of ourselves because you might be a natural giver.
Is she
Yes, I think so.
So then so then you let people in on something and they aren't ready.
Yes, that's true.
And
That's
you gotta
true.
learn. You know, there's a lot of learning involved in this. You know, and there's a lot of preparation involved in this. Like a lot of people they see the glitz, they see the glam, but they don't see the
Don't
behind
see the
scenes.
journey.
Yeah, they don't see
Okay.
the
There's
work.
an
They don't see the
absolute journey. There's
Whoa.
heartache. There's
Journey.
pain.
Yes.
There's a lot of learning and a lot of seeding that goes into this. So, you know, I think that the injustice to people who are watchers and followers is they don't get a chance to see the process. They don't get a chance to see. You know, you seeing the wigs change and you seeing
Right.
all of that, but that's still the
You don't
glitz
know
and the
what has
glamour.
to happen to
You
get
don't
the
know
wig
what that
or the
woman or that
outfit.
man went through to get to the
Right.
point that they were, because that's what's got to be given.
And
Yeah.
that's what causes the wave in reality
Entitlement.
of appreciation,
Yeah.
of people being wowed by what you do. So when you see the song come out and you see, oh, okay, you know, they're getting some traction or they're not. Sometimes there are other factors, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
But the hard work, all the behind the scenes stuff is what actually stimulates this
Oh yeah.
dimension
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
to,
Yes.
to respond to that. So you
Yes.
have to put in the work. It's necessary. It's what you guys are doing right now. And you are also embodying another part of SongLab, the education part, because
Yes.
you're teaching and showing, like I said, breaking the stereotypical
Yes.
myth that women can't work together
That's right.
and do something successful. So you guys
Yes.
are doing it successfully.
Thank you.
It's been
Thank
a year.
you
You
so
guys are out
much.
here in Arizona. You're performing at the Superbowl. Where are we going after this, dude? The
Okay,
rooftop?
right.
We going to the hotel.
Yesterday's price.
That's what I'm saying.
I just woke up this morning and I made a post because I was able to bring my 72-year-old mom here that I've never shared a bed with, and I'm having to share a bed with her on this trip. But when I woke up and looked over at her and I was like, oh my God, where do I go from here? Like after today,
Up.
where
Only
do
way
I
up.
go
It's
from
only
here?
one way.
Only one way.
And the crazy
Let's
thing
go.
is because we had to rehearse to be here, we had to give up our
Don't get emotional,
opportunity.
Maddy, 'cause we're
I'm
not
not,
doing that.
girl, my lashes look too good.
Okay.
I get emotional for y'all. Go ahead. Just get it.
We had an opportunity to go to the Grammys just to attend it.
Oh, and I'm so mad
And
we
we
did
had
not
to
go
give it
this
up
year.
Because I could have met Beyonce. You
Man,
know?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Who performed or what? I didn't know hip hop. I knew typically the
50
Grammys
years of
is not,
hip-hop.
doesn't celebrate us. You know,
Yes,
our culture the way it
yes,
did.
If I
This
don't
year,
know-
we had tickets. We could have been there, and we had to come.
The best,
But we knew that we had
one of the
to
best shows.
It was
Yes,
the best one I've
but-
seen yet.
But when I woke up this morning, I said, it's a reason why we didn't make it there. And we had to come to Arizona. It's because
right.
when we go to the Grammys, it's for us to pick up a Grammy.
That's right. Okay.
We're nominated.
I received that. I
We're
received
nominated.
that.
So when
Not
we're
meant to be in the
nominated,
audience,
we'll
meant to
be
be
there.
on stage.
Yes,
That's
that's
right.
right. That's right.
But it was some legends up there that
So
I
many
admire, like
legends.
Smokey Robinson. I mean, they're getting up in age. How often will you get a chance
To
you know?
meet
And
them.
that
Yeah.
speaks on
Put me in the
Beyonce
audience.
again because
Exactly.
Beyonce
I'm up.
is still
I'll clean up after.
very,
Yes.
very active in her career and everything. But you want to get, as an artist myself, as an
Yeah.
entertainer,
Yes.
I want to see that, and I'm trying
Yeah.
to see if I'm gonna spend this $1,500 on that ticket. But it's
Shout
like,
out to 50 years of hip hop.
yes,
Shout out.
yes.
Thank
And I'm
you
like,
for
yeah.
everything that you've done in my life, which has been tremendous and phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
You know what?
Thank
hip hop.
you.
And I just want to be a part of the new birth too, because the thing about it is right now this is an opportunity for us to change the face of music as well, because the reason why we're trying to reincarnate like R&B is because people are trying to kill R&B.
Oh yeah.
Like where's the love? Where is the talk about things that R&B brought forth? Because now with the hip hop era, it's like I'm hard. I do this, I do that. I don't give a damn. Fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same
But
message.
and you're
Over and
seeing
over
that
again.
in the psychology of the people. So we want to help to reincarnate like R&B music. We want to bring back love. We want to talk about making love to our man. And we want to talk about he hurt me. He broke my heart.
We had a song.
Y'all had a song.
We had a song. What was the song?
It was about heartbreak.
Ooh.
Thank you.
It reminded me of my heart.
Oh. Have you ever been ghosted?
Oh, yeah. Why do you have to bring it up? Like, I didn't even say the name of the song. I just said it reminded me. When was I specific? They have a song called Ghosted.
Yes.
It's a good song. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah. Never
We
been
can move
ghosted.
forward. I've never been ghosted.
Shout
Only
out.
toasted. Congratulated. Hosted.
Somebody
I
been
love
ghosted.
that. Listen at the bar.
Somebody been ghosted.
You know? That's all that's happened to
That's
me.
all that's happening to you.
I don't know no different.
Well, unfortunately, there's a few
My
people
story,
that's
I'm
been
singing
ghosted.
different.
I was one of them. So I woke up one morning and called her, and like 4 a.m. in the morning. I was like, girl, I wrote a hook. It's like, have you ever been ghosted? I've been ghosted. And I want to talk about my feelings. So I wrote the song in 30 minutes, my part.
Oh, nice.
Then at first, both of them was like, I let them tell their own version of my conversation. Because each one of them got the conversation about the song when it popped in my head.
You know what? I was there. You know, I saw this relationship flourish. And so I developed an affinity to both people.
Right.
And to hear that this was taking place was like, it was just like unbelievable.
Wow.
Right? Now, I had never been personally ghosted, but, you know, sometimes when you a mad bitch and some shit has happened to you, you gotta get it out. You gotta say your part.
So now she's telling
Because
you I was a little mad. I was like,
you know, so you're like, oh, I want to write this song about, I want to say this, because he deserves for everybody to know what he did to me, right?
Yeah.
So initially I was like, oh, do you really want to say that? You know, you're a little upset. You're a little upset.
I said, Maddy, don't do that. Don't do that song. I said, that's not a good idea because of the history of the song. It's a remake from a legendary
Song.
group, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't want, you know, I want my friend to be happy and successful.
I was paying
And I
homage
was
to
thinking,
legends.
You know, I was thinking that it may have, you know, been looked at differently. So that's why I said no. But now I'm glad she did it, you know.
But you know what, and so am I. Because it was a debacle whether or not we was going to do this song. You know, and it's like, are you going to support me?
And I went to the studio. I went to the studio by myself. You coming, Milan?
Exactly. So I said, you know what? Well, I haven't been ghosted, but I have like showed out over some love. You know, I had some heartbreak behind a relationship, so I can bring that. We're gonna tell our story, and we're gonna make this song. And you know what? We didn't know what it was gonna turn out like, but it's a dope song.
It is.
Even my mother is like, I really like your song. You know, she's never said that before. Like, she's heard my stuff, but she's never really been able to connect or identify with the kind of stuff that I talk about. Because, you know, it's our generation.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they feel so apart from it. But the R&B part connected my mother. She's like, I like this.
Yeah, we got to talk about the connection of the R&B part. First of all, we're from Atlanta, and you got to take in mind, we are Couga. So I'm letting you know that I'm older coming into the game. I'm not the young artist that came and believed in myself. When I went to Fort Valley State, shout out to Fort Valley State, I wanted to go to school for music because I went to school on a scholarship for band. I was in a band. I played a flute, piccolo, oboe. I was like, okay. But when I got to Fort Valley, I found out I was cute. So I became a dancing doll. So once I did that, my family was like, you cannot be in entertainment. That does not pay bills. You're going to be a teacher. You're going to do this. Because I come from...
to shut it all down.
I come from 30 years of
with
educators. Like, in my family, everybody was an educator.
Not me. My son don't even want to do shit.
Really?
Everybody was an educator, a principal, a counselor, a teacher, somebody. So that's what I was raised to be. So I gave up music and I went and got married, had the kids. Well, none of that worked out for me. So I had a lot of retainment for the music. So it still stayed present in my mind that I wanted to do music. So coming into the game, I had to create a lane for women like me. Because it's a lot of women, they think they're too old. They think they come from broken relationships. They come from heartbreak. They come from raising the kids and divorce, and they don't know what to do. So I wanted to show women that I'm divorced. I raised my kids.
Yeah.
I'm coming into the game. I'm doing the music. Yeah, my heart got broken. Ha, ha, ha. You know, yeah. Let's turn this into a situation where we can create lanes for other women that want to do that, or men that were older. But you can't rap at 50. You know what I'm saying? But you can sing about something.
Well, I've seen a video with like these 50-year-old.
Jay-Z is how old?
I know. He's getting up
And
there.
he's awesome.
And he's dope. But I seen this video of like these over 50-year-old white males doing this rap.
And you know what?
They was killing that shit.
Don't get me
I
started
was like,
on that.
why are they killing it like that though?
We're
That's
the
funny.
only culture that puts age restrictions
Yes.
on our gift.
Because there's no age limit on talent.
There's no age limit on music.
Rock and roll artists, pop
That are
artists that are
already have their casket ready and they still
89
out there
years old,
performing.
still pursuing and prospering. You know what I mean? You have a gift.
And doing great.
And you have to use your gift until your gift is no longer
We
usable.
are
That's the bottom
our
line.
own worst
Yes.
enemy when it comes to that.
We're the only
People rob
race
our
of people
culture
that say, "Oh, you too old to do
night
this.
and
You
day.
too old to do that. You too old to do
I
this."
also think that it's
Usher,
is
when
an
Usher
illusion.
is an old artist,
Time is an
there's a
illusion.
problem. Usher's a young
And he was killing
man.
those
How
roller
old is
skates.
Usher?
He really was.
He was killing
On the
those roller
stage,
skates.
on the stage in Vegas. In Vegas. Who else gets
I
on
wanna
roller
see Usher
skates
in Vegas.
in Vegas?
If you keep your body right, you can do whatever you need
Time
to
is
do.
an illusion.
Just keep yourself healthy. Keep
Exactly.
yourself good to go. Longevity is on your side.
That's right.
But in music, it's just an expression. So whatever age or whatever vantage point you have in life that you want to share, you can make a song about it. Like it really isn't. There are no limits, like you guys are saying. But I think that's really put on by marketing experts
Yes.
and like, you know, the younger
no-nots, I call
generations
them,
trying
the
to
know-not
find some
things.
division, and then the
Mhm.
older generation trying to find some division. I mean, people do that because this is our craft. It touches home to us, and we try to get ahead. That's why there is division in the game.
You
And
know
it's
what?
a dog-eat-dog world. But do what you want to do.
Let me tell you what it is too. Also, this is one of the things that I saw and it kind of broke my heart.
Yeah.
So I saw an award show where Jasmine Sullivan was accepting an award. She was talking about her voice, like having to dumb down a voice like a Jasmine Sullivan voice,
Don't even get me
so that
started
people
on
can
that.
say that it's okay for you to sing. So a lot of the times, people who are really skilled vocalists have to dumb their voice down to make it
Yes.
sound like the now
Yes.
music or whatever they think it is, because they're trying to appeal like to the masses or to say that it's still relevant and young.
Yeah.
But we as a culture, we have these vocals. Black people have these beautiful voices, and what they're saying is this is not acceptable, because you know the closer you can get, like everything else, to like a white sounding voice, like a what do you call it? Just like a straight voice, or like, you know, not too much vibrato, not too much runs,
Pop
or
we call it
whatever.
pop.
Yeah, pop. I
Pop-ish.
couldn't think of the word, but it's like, you know, she was crying, and I was like, oh, you know, I didn't know she went through that. It's like almost like, don't sing like that. Like try to sing like kind of straight. What we have to do is like make it okay for people to be gifted and skilled at what we do, because this is our culture and we got to protect it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's right.
We have to continue to innovate and create new genres that allow for our expression in different ways that doesn't limit us or, you know, capsize our talent. You know? And a lot of people feel like you have to fit some sort of mold, but the way that we broke hip hop into the game was by breaking that mold.
Period.
Yes,
You know.
breaking them all. And we're celebrating 50 years after breaking it.
Exactly. When someone said that wasn't a relevant gift or art form, now look, it leads the whole entire
The
world.
craziest part about the Grammys for me was that back in, I believe, 1989, they actually protested hip hop against the Grammys, like Salt and Pepper and a lot of different artists. It was a protest because they wouldn't let hip hop be on the Grammys. And now those
it wasn't a
same
genre that was
artists
judged on. something
was
like
not.
that.
And now them same artists is on that platform performing and celebrating. Like that was just a momentous occasion. And I'm just like, oh my God, that was so beautiful. It was so beautiful to watch.
And that's what we are trying to do for the listeners of SongLab Live, who are like aspiring artists, because that's mainly who we work with. People who are trying to get into the game, work with people who are more official.
Absolutely.
You guys are obviously doing your thing.
Yes.
To stay doing shows.
Yes.
Super Bowl. Hold up. Creating a super group of awesome, fantastic, talent, killing the game. You know what I'm I'm saying?
And we're all independent.
All independent.
So that's another thing for us. Yeah, that's another thing
We're
for me
separate together.
for me to be 185 and Chris Brown under the influence was 184 and I'm independent and own my label. That was a moment for me. Like that was a moment for me. And for me to be able to reach back and grab this sister and me to come and join these sisters and do this with them together, that's what we're trying to bring to music.
And that's what we're here to appreciate today. Having you guys in the studio. I mean, I wish this was the SongLab live event so we could have been also making music because from the music that I heard.
Look, we in the
That sounds like an invite back.
I'm saying it's an invite back.
Look,
It's
if
an
we
invite
can't
back.
do it, if we can't be in the building, I'll join your live. Like,
Hey.
let's go.
Hey, 100%.
Yes.
And we are looking to do SongLab events in other states. So
Yes.
don't limit us to just Arizona. Last year we did one in Atlanta. And
Well, I can invite you to King of Diamonds because I do the brunch there and I work with Akinelli. Shout out to Mr. Put It In Your Mouth himself.
Oh, shit. Well, that's what we've been
And guess what? We have a studio in King of Diamonds,
Really?
Atlanta. Yes.
Oh, well, I want to see it.
It sounds like an event.
We just
Yeah, I know.
shot our music video there.
Yeah?
Yes, we did
Yeah.
our first music video for Ghosted in King of Diamonds.
Oh, shit. That's pressure.
Yes.
Nah,
Pressure.
that's what's up. But honestly, thank you guys for one, chilling with us, giving us your energy as you guys are here, showing us your music. Everything that you've shown should be breaking the normal thought of what you think women can do when they form up.
That's right.
Because they're out here now. They're performing. They're working now. Who
Inspiring.
y'all working with? What? Alizé was here from the Outlaws and BET Mobile and where are we going after this?
Formerly
To the
Death
Root-
Row.
Like Sugar Free. There's a bunch of events. For me, I'm sorry.
Eddie Stokes,
I don't have
Grammy
the
nominated
paper.
producer. Eddie
Yes,
Yeah,
Eddie
we
Stokes
work
worked
with
for Akon
Eddie Stokes from
Music.
Convict Music. It's,
Convict, yeah.
Look.
And we just produced a new song with the Democrats. Shout out to the
Yeah.
Democrats.
Yeah, they
The rich nigga.
Yeah.
and shout out to Gorilla Zoe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gorilla Zoe. Shout out to Silk that just celebrated 30 years. So I mean, we're the underdogs just like them. So we want to pay homage
Coming
to
up.
all our underdogs.
100%.
Yes.
Well, you're not going to be underdogs for long. You got to get appreciated and recognized. And I'm
Thank
glad to be here saying, for one, the music you have is dope.
Thank you.
Thank
Top
you
tier,
so
top
much.
tier.
Thank
Even hurt
you.
my heart a little bit, but I'm saying we ain't gonna go there again. We ain't gonna go there.
You weren't
But
ghosted. You were celebrated.
Yes, exactly.
I was relieved.
To know that you weren't the only one.
Yeah, pretty much. No,
Well,
but
you're in good company. I'm
I know
telling
we're in
you.
good company now, and we're gonna have a dope day, dope night. It's gonna be awesome. Can I get you guys to go ahead and shout out your social media? Shout out where they can find your songs. Tell them where to find it. Like, tell them how to connect with y'all. And then also, if you can, just let them know about the vibe here at SongLab Live and how you felt
Yes.
about being here rocking with us today.
Absolutely.
Well, the vibe here is the vibe here was amazing. I'm speechless because this is nothing what I expected. When I walked in the building, y'all's energy, y'all embrace music, and it feels good to be around other creators because it's unlimited what you can do when you're in a room with so much talent. So I appreciate being in a room with you guys today and sharing your platform with us today. And you can find Couga Music, because that's what I call our music. It's Couga Music. And we telling a story. You can find us on all platforms. Ghosted is our new single. COUGA. I dropped the R because I had to let them know I'm African American. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we dropped the R. So
No
you can
hard Rs
find us
here.
here. So you can also follow us on IG COUGAENT and the group Couga COUGA, and I'm Madison Shannon Kelly on all platforms.
All right. I just want to say thank you for being so hospitable on the
You're
West
very welcome.
Coast.
Thank you.
We felt like we was at home here. Y'all welcomed us with open arms, and I really appreciate the hospitality, and we look forward to coming back again, working with you guys. You can follow me on all platforms, and that's the number one MISSSTORM, one Miss Storm. And yeah. We go by.
Okay. Once again, I would like to say thank you as well for having us and being a gracious host. This is an awesome setup.
Thank
I feel so blessed to be here today. I feel so blessed to be a part of this whole thing that we're trying to do together. And I just thank you for giving us a platform to share what it is that we do. My name is Nila Milan. I'm a recording artist also. We're all individuals and we're all sharing in this venture. You can find me at Nila, Nila Milan Music on Instagram. I also have a video out called Bad Bitch. It's on Red Dirt Media. You can look that up. Bad Bitch.
Yes.
And that's doing pretty good too as well. So
and I was in Storm's video. Yes, where you want to be. Yeah, because I like a good cookout. You know what I'm saying?
Don't barbecue and eat at anything I throw.
Well, that's where I want to be.
So we gotta check out that video where you want to be.
And soon coming.
Soon
coming. The song for the video goes to this. We're in the process of editing that video, so we're dropping that as well. The single's doing pretty good, but we want to also make sure that you have a visual to go along with that, and that'll be coming soon, very soon, probably within the next couple of weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys again for joining us. I just want to say, hey, it's been a great time. Thank you for joining us. SongLab Live. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Hey, Maddy. What up, K-Ray? I'm about to get this closure. Period. Where you at, Milan? Okay, bitches. Have you ever been Let's go. Roasted? Why'd you ghost me, baby? Have you ever been? Boy, please tell me why. Tell me why. Have you ever been roasted? Car. Thought this nigga was a superstar. Couldn't even afford me. Broke ass nigga ignored me. Got me out here on the grind, thinking that you're all mine.
I thought that you was somebody. The way you was touching my body. Not believing the way that you got me. Now you're treating me like I'm nobody.
Out here whining and dining. Credit card keeps declining. Broke ass nigga keep hiding. Don't forget who's buying. Have you ever been ghosted? Have you ever been ghosted? Yeah, yeah. Please tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Have you ever been ghosted? You can't ghost me, baby. Oh no. I'm just gonna say bye.
Cause a nigga lied and left me broken. Cried to the point my eyes were swollen. Ran up on a bitch, me and my girlfriends. Out for a nigga that was really undeserving. Feeling like I'm never gonna love again. Over and over again. I thought you were my best friend. And I thought that you was somebody. The way you was touching my body. Not believing the way that you got me. Now you're treating me like I'm nobody. So you wanna play with me? Thought you were in love with me. I gave you all of me. I thought that you would never leave.